We're live. Live studio audience.
Yo guys, welcome back to another video.
Yeah.
Okay. Or we gotta get locked in.
For like all of the videos that we've done at the very beginning, I do a bit where I just like say nothing.
Yeah.
It's just like dead silence. Like you saw it in the rule one where it's just like dead silence. I kind of looked.
Yeah.
And then I said something along the lines of, "Welcome to Banks County High School, the show where we interview you, the students. Today, I am joined by everyone's favorite student, Bhrett Kaminski. Bhrett, hi.
Hi. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. I watched the first episode with Rule.
Yeah.
No, I loved it, honestly. I loved it. And I had a great time sitting through watching it.
Yeah.
Sat there, and I didn't even know you posted it. And then I got on YouTube. First thing recommended, Guy Lane. I'm a subscribe.
Of course. Hey, if you're watching this on the Guy Lane YouTube channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below, just like Bhrett did. But Bhrett, it's very awesome to have you.
Thanks, man.
You know, been there supporting the episodes since they came out. We're here with Bhrett, and we're going to be talking to Bhrett about a couple of different things. During the Rule White one, I opened up with the Senior Superlative Awards.
Yes,
So let's
you
talk
did.
a little bit about the Senior Superlative
Let's
Awards.
talk
You
about
know,
it.
Banks County High School does the Senior Superlative Awards, and you know, obviously, Rule was nominated for Best Dress. We did the whole thing there.
And rightfully so. He's
an extremely,
quite the dresser.
he's a very fashionable person. I mean, I got to have a conversation with him about just like fashion and his interests and stuff like that, and how he, you know, copied me and all that. So, but that was very, very cool. But I gave him a lot of grief because, you know, obviously he was only nominated for, I believe, one
I think so.
thing.
I think so.
And I was nominated for 3. Bhrett, I can't even do that here because not only were you nominated for about twice as many awards, but you also won twice as many awards as Rule White. You were nominated and won the most like friendliest,
Yes, sir.
and also most down to earth.
Most down to earth.
Can you elaborate a little bit on why not only did people vote you to win those awards, but also just nominated you for the amount of awards that you had to begin with?
You know, I would say I'm quite the likable character, and I love being friendly. You know, there's nothing more amazing in this world than just positivity. Unless I'm around like my really good friends, then I am quite negative, and I like to make fun of them because it's funny.
Yeah.
But when I'm being real, you know, I love being friendly, and I love being down to earth. I think just being real is dope.
Real.
And I like to. I also think like being super honest is also very funny. So like, for example, we have this kid on the soccer team. I could name names.
You can totally name names.
Luke Minish.
Okay.
We don't really like him.
Okay.
And you know, and it's mutual. But he goes around asking people. He's like, "Hey man," you know, he's one of those guys. He's like, "Hey, am I annoying?" And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, you are. You're you know," and it's down to earth.
That's one way to really, you know, when it comes to being down to earth, that's one way to really put it, I guess.
But I'm also pretty humble. I'm very humbled to be here today with this interview, and
Yeah. Oh, Jorge, actually come here. So
no, I love Jorge,
okay,
dude.
we this is the first like actual special guest.
this guy.
Is he in the frame?
No,
Squad down.
love
Welcome,
this guy.
welcome, member of the Banks County soccer team, Jorge. We're here with Jorge from the Banks County soccer team. Bhrett is also here. He is also a member of the Banks County soccer team. Jorge, I'm doing an interview here with Bhrett.
Right.
What is your opinion on Bhrett as a soccer player and as a person?
As a soccer player and as a person?
Both, yeah.
Alright. He has great taste in music, first of all.
Oh.
I'd like to point that out.
Just so you can,
Oh, yeah.
they can hear you.
Yeah, so Bhrett has great taste in music.
Yeah.
And then Brett's like really nice, most humble person you'll ever meet.
Wow.
Like we were just talking about.
That was actually what we
Yeah.
were just talking about.
Yeah. And I don't think I've ever met. I don't think I've ever seen Bhrett actually get mad at someone.
Yeah.
And I don't think he like truly hates anyone either.
Oh,
Yeah. No.
Luke
What-
Minish.
okay.
We don't really like him.
No.
Yeah. He just despises some people, but like there's like
Right.
select few.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, Thank you so much for that input, Jorge. We're really thankful to have you. Everyone, studio audience, give it up for Jorge. I want to see some claps in the chat. Thank you. We don't want to take up any more of your time. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Jorge.
Bye, Bhrett.
Wow. Thank you. Bye, Jorge. Wow, that was something.
What a guy.
That was something. What a guy. What a guy. It's been real. See ya. That was our first ever like in-person guest.
Yeah.
That's something. And that just goes to show you, most friendliest over here. Just as quickly. He just shows up, says a couple of nice words. That's very something.
What can I say?
But again, I'm not supposed to be nice.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be critical
Yeah. Very.
and serious and legitimate. Bhrett, do you like fishing?
I love fishing, dude.
Do you love fishing?
I don't get to do it as much as I want to, and I really want to get into fly fishing. So the thing, like, because I don't know a whole lot about it, but fly fishing, and it's kind of an expensive thing to get into.
Right.
So you got to buy. You make your own flies too. My cousin does it, and no, it's something I would love to do because you get to go in the water, and it just seems it's so peaceful.
Right.
Like to be up in the mountains. I love the mountains. To be up in the mountains. You know, may have a little bit of music on and just being there fly fishing, man. And
Yeah.
I'd love to get into that.
Yeah. Well, you know, when was the last time you got to go fishing?
It's been quite a while. Probably this past summer at my cousin's house.
Yeah. Do you like frequently when you get the chance? Who do you usually go fishing with? That isn't like your immediate family.
So it would normally be like Rule and Iram.
Right.
Those are my main guys to go fishing with.
Yeah.
We had one time where I think Steve and Robert came with us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great time. We took a trip down to Bass Pro Shops. We bought some stuffs, and then we hit up a little pond and caught a few snaggles.
Yeah. Well, you know, I just wanted to ask that question, and you know, another good tidbit of information is Lane Seahorn did have to achieve the fishing merit badge in order to become an Eagle Scout.
Oh, wow.
And yet, Lane Seahorn has never been asked to come on one of these fishing trips, and I just am so. You know, he's, you know, obviously I've interviewed him also, and he just does not, he doesn't want to intrude. He doesn't want to overstep his boundaries. But I'm here to ask the critical questions. Why has Lane Seahorn never been invited on one of these fishing trips? Bhrett Kaminski.
Well, you know,
I'm getting to the nitty and the gritty.
I think it's the simple answer is I didn't know Lane Seahorn wanted to go fishing.
He's a bit of a fishing aficionado.
And I wasn't aware of that. But I would love to have you.
Yeah.
I would love to have you. We plan, you know, it's getting warmer outside.
Of course.
Springtime is approaching, and fishing, it's here.
It's here.
So we need to make it happen.
Absolutely.
And I deeply apologize for
No,
not.
hey, look.
It's a good one.
Yeah, that was like, I mean, maybe not rule level, but
His
we
was-
gotta work up.
good.
We hit 2 during his interview, but yeah, I needed to get that out there, and I needed to put it on the table so we know like what this interview is going to entail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So one of the main like things that we talk about during these interviews with Chase, with Rule, and now with you, is sports. Because
Sports.
we're men and we love sports.
I love sports.
We love sports.
And sports gambling.
which we'll get into later, actually.
I'm quite the fan.
We'll get into later on that one.
Okay.
But sports, I just want to talk about sports because when I talked to Rule, Rule went from a 3-sports player to just one.
Yeah.
When I talked to Chase, we talked about running, and we talked about how basketball, tennis, all these other different sports that he enjoys playing conflict with, obviously, the running. I want to talk to you on your sports journey.
Yeah.
You played football and soccer for a couple years.
I played football and soccer all 4 years of my high school.
All 4
career.
years. I got it completely wrong. I thought you were only playing soccer for a short period of time.
No,
You have played
I played all
football
4 years.
and soccer
Yeah,
for all 4 years of high school.
I have.
That is very, very, very cool. Walk me through. See, I talked to Rule about just like juggling multiple sports at once. You did it for
Yeah.
all 4 years. Tell me about working as a football player and also as a soccer player? What are the differences? What are the similarities? That sort of thing.
Definitely the similarities would have to just be in the mindset of an athlete.
Right.
You got to show up and be able to work every day. And I think that's something I've always done pretty good at. I've always been pretty good at just working.
Right.
Show up and know my job and do my job.
Yeah.
I was also a pretty versatile player when it came. You know?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry. It's Mayor of Awesometown. You know.
He's never talked to me.
I keep telling him
Does he
to not call me during these interviews.
Does he call you all the time?
He calls me pretty frequently.
You must be pretty awesome.
He asked very specifically if he could make my senior quote this year.
Really?
From him. And I was like, I'm doing Mother Teresa.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, you can't. Sorry.
Does he ever ask about me?
You know,
Do you think he knows?
a lot of people, but see, being awesome town, it's a mindset.
Yeah.
Like you said,
Yeah.
it's an athletic mindset.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you haven't heard from him, keep working and you will.
Yeah.
But, obviously we're really good friends.
Yeah, no, I think he'll know me one day.
Yeah.
I would love to.
Of course.
Know by him.
But so I'm so sorry to
No,
if
it's
you can go
okay.
ahead. I'm sorry. I
But,
apologize.
Yeah, I mean, the differences, there are differences. Soccer, soccer in terms of like the way the teams go, like everyone on the soccer team is just like, it's like one big friend group. Everyone gets along very well, with the exception of a couple people.
Yeah.
But, everyone gets along, and it's a pretty big hangout session. But I've always had one gripe about the soccer team, and it is that like I notice that there isn't a lot of effort from some people.
Yeah.
And it always upset me because I'm not the best player when it comes to soccer, but I wish that I was like insane, because like with the effort I give and actually being insane, I would be the best player around. And I feel like, and the coach already loves me. Who doesn't love me?
Yeah.
But like I feel like I would make him so much happier and be able to bring more to the team.
Yeah.
But I read the game very well, and I've actually improved a lot this season. Because last season was tough. It was a junior.
We talked, me and Will talked about it. It seemed like that was a very struggling year for
It was.
everybody. He got injured,
He did get injured.
new coaches. And it seems like this year has sort of been a bounce back year for everybody.
It really had. But like I said, last year, I was also, check my watch here, I was also about 35 pounds heavier last year. So, I had that grind, and I've been a lot better this year, a lot quicker, but a lot more confident as well with the ball.
Right.
And that's really the main thing in terms about football and soccer. Confidence is a really big thing about my game. And I've gone through spells in both sports where I have lost confidence, and it really does affect your game.
Yeah.
Because like you're not seeing the playing time that you want, or not playing where you feel like you need to play,
Yeah.
or where it's best for you or what's best for the team. It can really hurt your confidence.
Yeah.
But you just gotta remember to keep balling out, man. That's
Keep
what's
balling
about.
out. That's so. Something that I've been it took me a minute to really piece it all together. When it comes to sports specifically, you are extremely knowledgeable about tons of sports.
Yeah.
You're extremely knowledgeable, and not even sports you are like currently playing. Just like you're very knowledgeable about football and soccer, of course. But you're also really knowledgeable about baseball.
I love baseball.
You love baseball. You're pretty knowledgeable, from what I can tell, about basketball as well.
Yeah, I know. I dabble in.
He dabbles. I don't even like. You're probably more knowledgeable about other sports that I'm not even 100% like well versed in either.
Yeah.
But it's just so. The reason why I say that is, what strives you to want to learn about sports so in depthly, other than of course playing them, because I know you also for a short period of time. Obviously not in high school, probably not even in middle school. You played baseball for a little bit.
I did play baseball. Dude, I'll get to your question.
Yeah.
I was a dog at baseball.
I know he was a dog because he was on my team.
Like T-ball, reg ball, I was so good. And then, and also part of the confidence thing, once players started pitching, I lost confidence.
Me too.
And I was scared to swing. I was scared. And I ended up quitting for a few years.
Me too.
And I came back and I did one more year. I think in 5th grade was my last time playing. And I remember when we tried out, they had the pitching machines that would pitch the balls to you and you hit them. And I was probably the first player selected because I hit the ball so well. But what really hurt me with that is a few years later in 8th grade, I realized I couldn't see. And my eyesight was bad, so I think that was part of the reason too. But along with confidence as well.
Literally yesterday at our tennis match, when you showed up, and I got done talking with him, or talking with you, because he came out, showed support. Really great guy here again. I went back down to go sit. My mom and my dad were there, and my dad goes, "You know that kid was on your baseball team?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know." And he goes, "He was insane." And I was like, I know. I remember. You and Mason Dodd, I think, were crazy. Because anytime you were on the team, you could just rely on you hitting the dingers. And me, on the other hand, I was in the outfield. I'd eat the flowers and the grass.
Playing the grass.
Dude, I was so terrible. Oh, hey, look.
If anyone doesn't know Peyton Hasselgrave.
Peyton Hasselgrave is peeping in here.
He stinks.
You want to come in?
I think all the ladies. He saved a baby from a burning building one time.
I read feminist literature.
Me too. So,
Me as well. Whoa.
hit us up if you ever need any feminist
Ladies.
literature recommendations.
We're here for you.
And I also love SZA and Taylor Swift. I don't listen to Brent Faiyaz.
I do.
Or Kanye.
No,
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah, we hate that guy.
and perhaps even
All right, you can go.
see y'all later.
It's been real. Thank you, bye. Thank you, Peyton Hasselgrave. Yep.
Smell you later.
Smell you later. What were we talking about?
Playing in the dirt.
Oh, yeah,
Baseball?
playing in the dark. Right. Anyway, so, yeah, but you're very knowledgeable about sports.
I am.
What made you want to be so knowledgeable about sports? Was it just you played so many when you were younger? You got friends who play sports. What really strived you to want to be knowledgeable in those things?
Well, I think it's really two things. I grew up around sports. A big part of my family. My brother loves sports, and my dad, he really likes sports too. So it was just all around in the family. But I'm also like low-key, I'm like a really big nerd about the things I'm interested in.
Yeah.
And the main two being sports and music.
Yeah.
So like anything about sports I can find, I love to learn about it. I love to learn about new things too.
Dude, let's talk about music.
Let's talk about it, dude.
Because if there's one, sports is one thing, but dude, in my own personal experience, when it comes to music and you, it's like you're very, very intelligent in that regard as well. And we have a little segment later on where we talk about our favorites.
Okay.
But I want to go ahead in this specific category, and I just want to ask you, what music really jumps out to you? What music do you really enjoy? Who's your favorite artist? What's your favorite songs, albums, that sort of thing? I just want to give you the floor to talk all sorts about music. Let's hear it. What is your? Let's start off with what's your top 5 musicians?
All right, top 5 of all time. I listen to literally everything. I love it all. I think I could find the beauty in Polish polka music. If
Polka goes kind of crazy. I'm not as a white person, you kind of have to have a little bit of that Weird Al. You kind of have to really.
sure.
And dude, I'm not gonna lie, when Polka Face comes on,
you feeling it?
I'm getting a little jiggy to Polka
Hey,
Face
there
by
you go. No
Weird Al
shame.
Yankovic. No shame at all, I would say.
But top artists all time. I think one is the Beatles.
Number one.
Number one is for
course.
sure is the Beatles. I love the Beatles. Shout out Miss Riley, 8th grade
Dude.
language arts teacher. She really sparked my love for music because before her class, I listened to music, but it wasn't good. I don't know if you're familiar with AJR.
Yes.
That I really liked them, and I'm very ashamed about that now.
I'll probably edit in the Thirsty Thirsty song right here.
Thirsty, thirsty Thursday. Yodeling, 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 yodeling.
I was this close to seeing them live. I almost bought tickets with the Pepper Davis,
Yeah.
but thankfully COVID canceled that for me, and we didn't go. But yeah, so Miss Riley, and she's also my favorite teacher of all time because of what she did for me with music. So I started listening to the Beatles because of her, because she had them all over her room, and I'm like, what's the fuss about these guys? They can't be that good. They're pretty good.
Turns out they're pretty good, actually.
And then listening to the Beatles also made me want to play guitar.
Yeah.
So, which I also do. But second favorite artist of all time has got to be Tyler Childers.
Tyler Childers.
I really like him. I've seen him once live already.
Yeah, I was just talking to Basie about you guys going to that concert.
Yeah, last August we drove all the way to Charleston, South Carolina to see him play. And my mom and my stepdad, they always try to find an excuse for us to go on a vacation. And we had a little weekend, and he announced a tour, and he wasn't coming to Georgia. And I was like, dang, that sucks. I won't be able to see him. But then I was like, what if we make a weekend trip and go to Charleston? And I convinced them to do it, and we paid a lot of money for the tickets, but he was amazing. And I also have tickets to see him again June 7th. Friday, June 7th, I will be at a Tyler Childers concert.
Yeah.
So I love him.
Awesome.
He has so many good songs, so many good unreleased songs as well that not many people know of.
Yeah.
So that's 1 and 2. 3, like I said, we're changing it up. It's not all the same. 3 is Mac DeMarco.
What? Yeah.
I really like Mac DeMarco. I discovered him. I really like that indie style lo-fi
Right.
indie. So some of that stuff is my favorite. I'm trying to think 4. Who would 4?
I know somebody you've been talking about a lot recently. Well, a couple of people you've been talking about recently.
Okay.
Which, that doesn't always mean they're all time.
Yeah.
But as someone else who enjoys that type of, Pine Grove.
I do really like
And Alex G.
And Alex G. Those guys are
They're pretty good. I wouldn't even put them top 5. But
no, I don't think they're top 5, but there's some artists I've discovered here recently. Alex G. towards late October of last year, and Pine Grove earlier this year. They had a song kind of blow up on TikToks, which I knew from that, but their other stuff is also amazing.
Yeah.
But 4, I think 4 is either 4. I'm gonna go Pink Floyd.
4 for Pink.
At
4 for
4.
Pink Floyd.
I don't listen to them as much as I used to. I don't listen to a whole lot of classic rock anymore. Occasionally, but that was kind of my go-to for a while, and I do really like Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
I have a lot of great songs, and their first album. So like I said, I'm a nerd. They actually had a member in the band before who's not a part of like what you would know. And their first album was very different. Called I think it's called The Piper at the Gates of Dawn. It's a very heavily influenced, like psychedelic. It's released in 1967, so it's like kind of that Summer of Love, very psychedelic. Rock with Syd Barrett, and there's a song on there called Astronomy Domini, I think that's how you say it. That's one of my favorite Pink Floyd songs.
Interesting.
And my favorite Pink Floyd song is called Green is the Color. It's super niche. It's off the 1969 album More. It's such a beautiful song. It's got the flutes. It's got the recorder. It's such a beautiful song.
I'm going to try and find those songs. I'm going to put them in here. Get people hooked.
They're great. So I think 5. I think it's really close, but I think I'm gonna lean towards Zach Bryan.
Okay.
I do really like Zach Bryan. He's got a lot of songs. He has released a lot of stuff in such a short amount of time.
Yeah.
So he has a lot of really good songs, and I also have a ticket to see him as well. I have a ticket for the Pit. There's a funny video on TikTok of some woman saying I finna be in the Pit. That's gonna be me at the Zach Bryan concert. But I don't have anyone to go with. Because I was gonna buy tickets with my cousin and his wife, but they were not able to get them in time. So if anyone is going to the Zach Bryan concert.
Anyone watching this
In
video
August.
that's going to the Zach Bryan concert in August,
Yep, at Mercedes-Benz, and wants someone to go with.
reach out to him.
Hey, reach out, because I don't want to drive in Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's scary.
Interesting.
But
All
yeah,
right.
I think that's my top 5.
Zach Bryan, Pink Floyd, Mac DeMarco,
Tyler Childers.
Tyler Childers, and the Beatles. That's not that bad. I think that's a pretty solid top 5.
I think it is.
And as someone who listens to, like you said, so many genres, that's a pretty well versed list, I would say. You mentioned that you play the guitar.
I do. I love it.
I play the keyboard. I play the keyboard.
He
And
plays the keyboard.
I play the keyboard, and we're both not terrible at singing.
No, I really like to sing.
And-
That's my hidden talent. by
Yeah,
the
me
way.
too. But there's also a couple other people in the friend group that play instruments or sing.
Doesn't Chase play keyboard? I know he used
Chase
to
is.
at one-
I think he is not as he hasn't been doing it as long, but he definitely has also been doing that. Jack plays the drums.
He does. Daniel plays drums.
Daniel plays drums. So we have some people in the friend group who could play instruments or sing as well. That's why I want to throw this challenge out to you.
Let's hear it.
If we had a band for our friend group, what would the band be called?
Ooh.
It's a cool question, eh? I think that's pretty cool.
No, I would love to have a band. That'd be so cool.
Me too. I think even if in college, that would be something really cool to be a
That's
part
something
of.
I want to do.
Yeah.
I don't know what we would call our band. It would have to be something dope, though.
Dope. Absolutely dope.
Pink Floyd, before they were Pink Floyd, they had
Yeah.
a name, Sigma 6.
Wow.
That was one of their names.
That's actually
That was-
really cool.
That was one of their names.
That's
before they were
actually
Pink Floyd.
really cool. Yeah, we
So,
should be.
We got to think about that. 'cause I would
If
love
they're the Sigma 6, then we should be the Alpha.
Gooners.
Oh. I wasn't going to say that.
Yeah.
I was going to say the Alpha Academy
Okay.
or
Academy.
Alpha American Alpha.
American Alpha.
Those are
be
both
tough.
terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
So.
they are.
This is worth a shot. But yeah, let's be the Gooners or the Men Kissers,
Gooner-
right?
The Gooners would be so tough.
The Gooners.
Oh my God.
That really is something.
The name.
Yeah.
That's what we got to name it.
Well, then we'd be the Gooners.
I did a March Madness is currently about to happen,
Yeah.
and I joined a group with my cousin and a lot of his friends and my brother, and the name of my bracket was Born and number 2, Born to Goon.
Born to Goon. Let's talk. Great segue into our next topic. Let's talk about not just brackets and March Madness. Let's talk about fantasy as a whole. Let's talk about sports betting. Let's
Yes.
talk about this whole thing. You and I and a lot of our friends have been in fantasy basketball, fantasy baseball,
Fantasy football.
fantasy football groups. And can you remind me?
I did win baseball. I
Last year, I believe.
cakewalked the league.
You did.
We played 21 regular season games. I went 20-1, and the
Yes.
only game I lost by 1 point
2.
to Aiden Pope.
Ah.
That's what I lost to.
I see.
And his team wasn't even that good.
Yeah.
And the thing is I picked up a player so that they would play because I was afraid I was going to lose.
Yeah.
I picked up a player, and that guy dropped negative points. So if I hadn't have picked him up, I would have won, and I would have went undefeated the whole season.
Yikes.
But
Yeah.
my goal for this season, the season is about to start, is to go undefeated.
Undefeated.
baby. That's what
My
we're
goal is to just survive.
Survive.
Last year I did the same thing. I was just trying to survive. I did okay. I still was on the bottom half of the league, but
Yeah.
I
think you finished seventh,
seventh,
I think.
which I now have. I had the 7th pick in the draft. I don't even remember who I picked first.
I don't know either.
I think I picked I don't remember. But yeah, so what strategy do you take to this type of thing? To fantasy basketball, football, baseball, or the March Madness brackets that are coming up. What's your strategy going into it?
Well, I'll start with fantasy football because that's the one I definitely enjoy the most, but it's also the most in-depth and the most people do it. And I'm going to be quite honest. I'm going to reiterate, like I said a minute ago, I'm a nerd about the things I enjoy.
Of course.
Subscribe to multiple YouTube channels out there helping you, helping me create my team. And it was all over my TikTok For You page during the season. These are the guys you need to pick up on the Week 6 waiver wire.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
I
So,
remember you sending me a TikTok like that during the football season.
I did. I tried to help out a lot of guys in the league.
He definitely was helping me out last year during baseball because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing with my team. And he says, let me help you out there, bud.
I did. We made a couple good trades that definitely improved your team. And then one of the guys I traded you got arrested for domestic violence.
He did. I don't remember.
Julio.
Sorry.
Julio Urias.
Urias.
Pitcher for the Dodgers.
Does he have a mugshot?
Probably. You can probably find
Well, if that's out there, editor, throw that up right now in front of us. Thank you.
But he was really good.
Yeah.
And then I was actually ashamed. I was kind of sad to let him go because I really liked him. But
Obviously.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
'cause we don't like people to do things like that.
Of course, yeah. Do you have a strategy when it comes to sports betting? And if so, how can John Schubert use that to his advantage?
I like to sports bet and to sports gamble, but it's something I don't do it a whole lot. But I'm not great at it. So my strategy is really just picking on the players that I know, and just hoping that they do well,
Right.
and perform, or don't do well if I bet the under.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to shift it over to everyone's favorite segment, Rank That Host. Okay. This is the part of the interview where you, Bhrett Kaminski, are going to rank me, Lane Seahorn, out of 10.
Out of 10.
So, Bhrett, so far, we still got a little bit of the show left, but how am I doing?
I love it. I give you a 10.
Yes.
I'm absolutely loving this. I was afraid I might be a little nervous and not know what to say, but I'm locked in, baby.
You're loose, baby. You're loose. All right. That's great. That was probably the quickest we've done a Rank Your Host. That's great. All right. So we're going to shoot it over to some action fire rounds. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's start with the big question. If you were on a deserted island, 3 people you would bring, 3 items you would bring. Go.
3 people. My brother. I like him.
What's your brother's name?
Tanner.
I knew
Shout
that.
out.
I wanted to clarify.
Probably my stepdad. He knows a lot about. He knows a lot about. I think surviving.
Yeah.
And then if I have to pick a 3rd person, I'm resurrecting John Lennon.
Wow.
Bringing him back with me on the island to have nice conversations with, and we might have conversation. Play some instruments. We'll make some instruments out of what we find. And
Nice. That's
he might find something for us to get up into.
Oh.
On the island.
All right. Well, let's move that over to 3 items you would bring. You got John Lennon, you got your stepdad, and you got your brother.
Yeah, I think a machete.
A machete, that makes sense.
I think you can cut down trees with it. And you can also get the little stuff with it.
Of course.
Sharpen things. I think some rope would be important. Because I want to do some fishing.
Of course.
But I might have to make a spear. And get my fish that way.
Right.
And the 3rd thing, a flare.
A flare gun. Or just, I think it's the same thing. Whatever.
Yeah. They do the same thing.
That makes sense.
So I would bring that, and if I saw one of them big cargo ships,
nice.
And I would rescue me.
Nice, dude. All right. More action round. Here we go. It's going to be your favorites.
All right.
Okay. Favorite color?
Navy blue.
Navy blue. Favorite football player?
Like American football player?
Yeah, American football. I'm an American. I say football and soccer. Yeah.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Favorite soccer player?
Rasmus Højlund.
Interesting. Okay. Favorite number?
27.
Favorite food?
Favorite food? I think rice.
Rice. Okay, that's a bit of an out there. Favorite restaurant?
Ooh, favorite restaurant. Like a sit-down restaurant?
Any kind of restaurant.
I think I'm rocking with Texas Roadhouse, baby.
Texas Roadhouse. Favorite TV show?
Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul. Favorite movie?
Cars.
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 Wow. Great answer,
first one.
Brett. Just specifically the first
Specifically the first
one. That makes
one.
sense. All right. That's good.
It's a great movie with a great story and a great plot.
Great
Sally's beautiful.
It's a car.
Yeah.
That's but that's a car though.
She's pretty though.
But I'm sorry, I just gotta further reiterate that is a car.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're right.
In an animated movie. It's
Yeah.
not even a real car, it's a fake
Yeah.
car.
But I mean, like
All right, so we're gonna move on here. Brett, you made a cameo in the Guys production Power Guys. How was it working on set with them during this hectic production? Who is your favorite to work with, and why?
I thought it was amazing. I loved being a part of it. As soon as I got asked, I was jumping for joy, as they say. I love to be a part of it, and I thought it was really fun. And I think I did a good job. I think I would do well in an acting role.
Yeah.
Favorite to work with, and I'm not just saying this because he's right next to me, but I think in terms of like the mind behind everything,
Right.
and the ability to like see the vision and make it happen. I think it is you. I think seeing you in character and stuff like that was pretty great.
Well, I have to say, Billy Huge was a very awesome character to play, and I think you played your role as white person extremely well.
Thank you.
I think you fit right in with that role. So, big ups to you as well. Last question of the interview. I know it's sad to see it come to an end. Brett, you're very good at video games. Something we have never talked about. I've been in an interview with Rule and Chase, who are also very good at video games. And guess what? I never brought it up, but I want to bring it up specifically for you for one reason.
All right.
I'm not good at video games.
It's okay.
But more specifically, I'm not good.
Fortnite.
Not Fortnite.
Oh.
Although I definitely could use some work at Fortnite. I would say I'm not horrible at Fortnite.
Yeah.
I'm passive.
Yeah.
I don't always go for just the crazy kills.
I got you.
What I really want to talk about is EAFC 24.
EAF.
We are a part of a pro club called Tonka
Tonka CF.
CF, not Liberal FC.
Used to be Liberal FC.
Yeah,
We
had to
rebranded. We rebranded.
As Liberal FC, I played as Bob Marley, the famous musician. But as Tonka CF, I play as my personal custom character, Guagua Flunder Flump. He's got kind of a long name.
I like that name though. It's beautiful.
Guagua could be doing better.
Yeah.
How could Guagua do better for Tonka CF?
I think learning his role would probably be the most important thing. Learning because he normally plays kind of that left center mid spot for Tonka CF.
Okay.
And kind of learning his role and being able to balance the attack and defense.
Right.
Knowing when to go forward, when to play the ball, when to make the runs, but also when to help cover with Rule in the midfield. Frank Jr. this year.
Of course.
He's an outstanding midfielder. I really like him. But
Just keep going.
Yeah. So I think learning how to play, learning your teammates, and learning how to play with them teammates. Because obviously Gummy Bear, is the best guy on the team, and that's who you really want to give the ball to. But be able to make quick decisions too.
Yeah.
It's important. But also just putting in the time.
Of course. Yes.
And the work, because I'm definitely the best on the team by a mile.
Yeah, of course.
But it's because I've been playing the FIFA franchise, even though it's not called that anymore this year. I've been playing it since 2015, I believe.
Yeah.
So I've had my fair share of hours within the game.
I'm a bit new to it. Yeah, just started last year, so I will definitely be taking these notes into consideration in upcoming pro club games.
Thank you.
And on that note, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Banks County High School. Yeah, I guess there's just no better way to do it. To end this episode, I'm gonna play a little ditty for us, and at the same time, Bhrett, I let Rule do this since you were also a part of the main joke. Here's the Sharpie. Here's the shoe. Actually, do this other one.
Yeah.
This one was the one Rule. I'll just put that here. Hopefully, this is all in front of you. You can go ahead.
it off?
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Oh, this could be a little bit easier. Don't. What?
Sorry.
All right. So just write whatever you want, and in the meantime, let me get a nice. Pick a number between 1 and like 800.
12.
12. So I'm gonna pull up. Oh, okay. Well, that's nice.
That's pretty.
That's nice. Hope the mic is getting this. This is the quality entertainment that you, watching on Guy Lane YouTube channel, subscribed for. Make sure that you like this video and comment down below. And subscribe, of course, if you want to see more videos. God, that was the worst. Actually, let's get a. Oh, you got something?
I do.
Why don't you go ahead and show the camera?
I wrote peace and love.
Thank you guys so much for watching. On the next episode, we will be talking to. Who will we be talking to?
I don't know. There's so many great people to interview.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Let's say we're going to be talking to me. Yes, the next person we are in. No, we're not. Oh, by the way, sorry for the crappy mic. It's the only thing I had. No, but on a serious note, I just wanted to hop in here at the very end of the video and just say thank you guys for watching. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you. You're a real one. This is like I don't even know, like a 40+ minute video. I didn't expect it or, intend for it to be that long, but it was. And so the reason why it's a 40-minute video and I didn't cut it down a whole lot is because this is the last Banks County High School interview. Banks County High School interview. I don't know if you guys can see up here. That is my cap and gown, because I am graduating soon. A 40-minute interview is the perfect way to cap off the series and to be able to do it with Bhrett, who's probably my best friend in my high school years. So I'm very happy with the way that it ended. We weren't going to do a whole lot anyways. It was only going to be about 5 interviews. We didn't even get to do that. We only got to 3, but I was still, happy with the way things turned out, and I'm very thankful for the support on the videos. I won't lie, when I put out Power Guys and it flopped, I was like, okay, well, there's no way I'm gonna put anything else on this channel. And then I posted the Banks County High School interview with Rule, and it did really well, and I was very thankful for that, because that was a really cool project for me to do, and these have all been really cool projects for me to do with the AVTF program. And same with Power Guys, same with Gubbard the Goblin, all sorts of videos. I'm very thankful for the program, and very thankful for Coach Sexton for, pushing us to make these videos. I'm thankful for his leniency, because I put a lot of effort into these projects, but I'm not very timely, obviously. But this was a 40-minute video. Cut me some slack. But no, this was a really fun project for a really fun class, and I just wanted to say my thanks there. And then I also want to just say thank you to anyone who watched the interviews, anyone who liked the interviews, anyone who subscribed to my channel from the interviews or from Power Guys or from anything. If you supported me in any way so far on this channel, I just wanted to just say thank you. I'm not done yet. I'm not done yet with making videos, making films. As a matter of fact, when I get to college, It's going to be at an even higher level. I've been thinking about maybe not having those videos on this channel, maybe making a separate channel, maybe making a couple of channels for a bunch of different projects, because when I get to college, I really want to expand on this because I really enjoy doing it. If you really enjoy these videos, subscribe so that you can know firsthand when anything new happens. I'm very thankful for the support. I'm very thankful for everyone who helped me with any of the projects that I did. Power Guys, Gubber the Goblin, anything we didn't even post on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching this video. And with that, I'm going to send it over to the boys for the outro. Yeah! Bye, guys. Peace out. Sick, dude. That one killed.